ನನಗೆ 20 ವರ್ಷ ಕಣ್ರಿ.
I think the planning has been terribly lopsided.
What is my future in this country?
मेरा उम्र ना 20 साल का है.
Well, my full name reads T.N. Subramaniam. T stands for Tinnavelli, that's the name of my village. N stands for my father's name, Neelakanth, and Subramaniam, of course, is my name. Maybe I am talkative and very loquacious, and I make my presence felt. Possibly I talk like a preacher or a politician. But then I am entitled to my opinions, and as the Lord said unto Moses, I am who I am. I don't know, I have many ambitions, but only two need concern us here. One thing I would like to do very much is to go through this country, top to bottom. I take a little bit of money and a pad and paper, a tape recorder and a camera, and I'd like to go to through this country, walking at a very leisurely pace, seeing all kinds of people of different races and different culture, and capture them in their different moods, their songs and their dances, and the cacophony of their multifarious tongues. I like to get their agony, the anguish and the anger, the fertile soil, the parched earth, everything, so that one day when I could come back, I could open the book and remind myself of what I'm part of and what is part of me.
I should've known you better with a guy like you. Then I would love everything that I do. And I do. Hey, 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 and I do. Whoa, whoa, and never realized what the kiss would be.
15th August 1947. Well, it means a lot. First of all, it's my birthday, of course. And it's one of the greatest days for India.
Well, 15th August, as Nehru put it, was the day we had a tryst with destiny.
आज़ादी का मतलब है स्वतंत्रता, अपने आप को आज़ाद रखना, किसी के अधीन नहीं रखना. हम जो काम कर सकें अपनी मर्जी से कर सकते हैं.
நிச்சயமா சொல்றேன். ஏன்னா 300 வருஷம் நம்ம இதுல இருந்திருக்கோம், அந்நிய ஆட்சியில இருந்திருக்கோம். அதனால ரொம்ப কষ্টப்படுறோம். நம்ம একটা স্বাধীনতা আছে আমার মনে হয়, যেটা সত্যি স্বাধীনতা, সেটা হলো মনের স্বাধীনতা. Well, I don't know how you could ask me a question like that, because I'm an Indian and India means everything to me. I'm a part and parcel of India. India is a part of my life.
I don't have any love for the country. Really? And just I don't want to show off like other people that I got a love for the country. Whom shall I tell? Suppose I got a love. Whom shall I tell that I got a love? Shall I go on the streets and tell everybody, oh, I got a love for my country?
I think of India when I see the long queues, people waiting patiently for buses, for ration. I think of India when I see people hanging on the local trains. I think of India when I go to an evening show and a house full note stares at me and I just have to walk to the back lane to get the ticket at double price.
My needs, of course they're more. I have more money to buy things. I see more things in the market, so I buy them.
हमें 2 चादरें चाहिए और 2-3 कमीजें हों और एक आधा कमीज या चादर आने जाने के लिए.
Well, I think I need 50 saris.
I like to wear nice clothes, but you know what has happened? I don't get money to buy it.
मुझे ये मालूम होता है कि हम एक जोड़ी बैलों के साथ जमीन को अच्छी तरह नहीं खोद सकते. इसको खोदने के लिए तो अच्छी मशीनें या ट्रैक्टर होने चाहिए.
When I feel that foreign blades are more economical than our Indian blades, why shouldn't I go and use them? Because I save my money. Because I very strongly believe that they serve the much better purpose and are more economical.
It's a question of restlessness also. A lot of new countries are born in the last few years, and they see the affluence and the exotica of the more developed countries, and others want to snap their fingers and get up to the level of these developed countries.
Today it only means that the man has freedom to starve, to go naked, to die of hunger, and to go uneducated.
स्कूल गए पढ़ने के लिए?
पढ़ने नहीं गए.
हिंदुस्तान के राष्ट्रपति कौन है मालूम है?
पता नहीं है.
प्रधानमंत्री का नाम जानते हैं?
मालूम नहीं है.
अपने मध्य प्रदेश के मुख्यमंत्री के बारे में जानते हैं?
नहीं मालूम.
उज्जैन के कलेक्टर साहब को
जानता हूँ. हमारे गांव में तो स्कूल है प्राइमरी और गांव के साथ मिडिल स्कूल है.
You know, terribly difficult to get admission. But I don't understand really, there being so many colleges, there are so many who just waste a year or two because they don't get a seat into a college. If you don't get admission into a college and you just ask them how much extra would you take, you know, you're sure of getting a seat the next minute.
No, I've never ever bribed for a seat in a college or a school. Actually, I feel that this question of bribing is resorted to only by the below the average students.
क्या है कि आजकल टेक्निकल एजुकेशन फ्री है. हर मैट्रिक या हर सेकेंडरी स्टूडेंट बहुत आसानी से टेक्निकल एजुकेशन हासिल कर सकता है और इसके बाद एक अच्छा मैकेनिक बन सकता है और अपनी रोजी कमा सकता है.
Well, I would say I'm better off than my father was in almost every respect. In terms of educational opportunities, at least I don't have to work in a mill in the morning to pay for my education in the evening.
Books I don't read. I don't get time to read books because I like to do activities. Or just play something or swim, dance. I don't read books.
कई लिमिट में तो ठीक है, बाबा नेचुरल है. एक लड़की गई कुछ ऐसा शिट्टी बिट्टी बजाई, ऐसा इतना भी कहे वो अच्छा है, ठीक है. लेकिन ना आजकल के लड़के क्या करते हैं, बस आते हैं धक्का देते हैं और भी कुछ करते हैं और भी बड़ी बुरी मिस्चिफ करते हैं.
I don't have any girlfriends. I don't like girlfriends, and you know, I don't go after girls.
Well, I have a lot of friends and quite a few of whom are girls.
Yeah, plenty of them.
Long hair, blue eyes, and all that, you know, stuff.
Whenever I'm off flight, we usually go out together, you know, to the movies or dancing.
No?
Well, I would say I'd like to be a rich young man and have all the worldly comforts, all that our modern science, development has to offer. And I believe in high living. You know what I mean, doing things in style.
Well, my ambition is to reach the highest rank which my service can provide. At the moment, of course, it's confined to just being a full general. But by the time I go high up, and if there's a rank of a field marshal, I would like to be the first one.
Well, my ambition is to be a great scientist. And as you know, I'm working on meteorites and these things which fall from outer space, we don't know much about them. I want to do something very original about them and maybe get my name in textbooks if possible.
For some people, security is a warm blanket. For me, security is a government job. I would like to join the IAS. I would like to sit in a comfortable chair, in an air-conditioned room, sign a couple of files here and there, write my comments in the margin, drink cups of coffee, attend meeting, and just sort of be a cog in the machine. What more do you want me to do?
मैं एक सरकारी नौकरी देखूंगा. अगर सरकारी नौकरी ना भी मिली तो मैं आर्मी में चला जाऊंगा.
My ambition is to command a bomber squadron in the operational areas, and later on I'd like to go on to testing aircraft. You know what I mean? I'd like to become a test pilot.
वैसे जी मैं एक अच्छे किस्म का फिटर बनना चाहता हूँ.
Well, my ambition in life is to glorify myself.
I want to go in film line. Film line. I want to produce one picture. You know, I got a story also. In my own life.
But you have enough money?
I will make money. No, see, I'll try my best now. I'll save money now. From somewhere on race.
देखिए, हीरोइन बनना तो मैं अच्छा समझती हूँ, नहीं ऐसा नहीं, लेकिन मेरे लिए वो बात नहीं है. मैं नहीं बन सकूँगी.
Well, I don't know. It seems to be a fashion today to denigrate the country, and when two people meet, they get into a sort of a competition about who can abuse the government better.
Progress. Of course we made progress. The sort of progress you show us in your documentary films. But after all, a child would grow, even if it didn't have the sufficient nourishment.
Well, I feel very happy, let's say, when I see a good girl or when I just content with myself. Well, I feel happy when I see the big industries of India. At the same time, I feel unhappy when I see that all these industries are being built at the cost of agriculture. I feel very happy when I see all these fertilizers being made in the factories. Well, they mean that we have progressed a great deal, that we'll have more food because there'll be more land irrigated, that we'll have more industries because there'll be more electricity. It also means there'll be more employment, more production, more happiness.
We make rather good aircraft as well. Gnats and vampires. Well, don't ask me, you can go somewhere else.
We started making gnats first, whose speed is 0.9 Mach. When we compare ourselves to countries like Germany and Japan, we have made no progress at all.
I'd been to a village in Saurashtra some 3 years back, and I saw a very happy life. I saw that there was an ST bus coming to that village, there were roads, there was a Gram Panchayat radio, there was a windmill in that village. It was all very good. Then a year later, I went to an Adivasi area in Gujarat again, and I saw that the people had not even heard of a plane or a train, and I felt that this was not progress.
ये ट्यूबवेल हैं, ये ट्रैक्टर हैं और खाद की सप्लाई होती है हमें.
When a mother is in danger, they do abortion. And at that time, they call it apadharma. But when the country population is growing like hell, and country is going to dogs, they don't understand that it is also a kind of apadharma to save the country.
हम घर में 13 मर्द, हमारी मजदूरी पूर्ति नहीं है साहब. 9 भाई बहन, एक 2 भाई इतना बड़ा है, एक भाई इतना बड़ा, एक भाई इतना बड़ा, एक भाई इतना बड़ा, एक बहन इतनी बड़ी, एक बहन इतनी बड़ी, एक बहन गोदी में.
Well, let me put it this way. I would say our achievement is that we have a hopeful tomorrow. Our failure is that our today is very precarious. But if a country can industrialize itself so well in 15 years, I'm sure that we can lick the problem of agriculture also in the next 15 years.
What do you want me to do for the country? I think I do enough by being an honest citizen, by doing my job to the best of my ability, by working 8 hours a day, by not complaining much about the rations, about the unavailability of sugar.
No, I don't get to see ration queue. I can't see ration queue when I'm standing in bus queue for a whole day. How can I go in ration queue?
दूसरे लड़कों की तरह कोई कुछ खाता पीता है, मैं ये कुछ नहीं खाता पीता, सिर्फ फिल्म ही देखता हूँ.
Well, I debate, I take part in dramatics, I like literature.
তা অনেক কিছুই করতে চাই. ফ্রেঞ্চ পড়তে চাই, জার্মান পড়তে চাই, রাশিয়ান পড়তে চাই. সে কখনো সময় পাই না, কখনো উপায় পাই না.
Well, first and foremost is dancing. I like Indian dancing and I'm learning Bharatnatyam at the moment.
I play tennis myself, and I think the Indian tennis players have got a lot of hope. Well, my proudest moment was when we qualified for the Davis Cup finals, and our chaps, Lal, Krishnan and Mukherjee, they did wonderfully well.
Probably you must not have heard the Indian whom I really admire, but it happens to be Zubin Mehta, the Indian conductor, who is, I should say, the only Indian conductor.
I admire that man Mihir Sen. Not only because he is a wonderful swimmer, besides what he has done sounds almost fantastic. Swimming the 7 Straits is not a joke, and I would like to be another Mihir Sen if I can help it.
দারুণ ক্যাপ্টেন পটৌডি, কিন্তু আসলে যখন পটৌডি একটা সেঞ্চুরি করে তখন আমার মনে হয় না যে আমি একটা কিছু করেছি। আমার মনে হয় যদি আমি একটা সেঞ্চুরি করি তাহলে আমার সুখ হয়, আমার শান্তি হয়।
And then at times I like to hear ghazals. Talking about ghazals, I like Begum Akhtar.
My favorite director happens to be Satyajit Ray. For obvious reasons, he has the gift of capturing the things in a realistic way, and that's why he's being acclaimed all over.
अच्छी फिल्मों में स्टोरी अच्छी होनी चाहिए फिल्म की, एक तो दूसरा डांस होना चाहिए और सन्मुखी भी होनी चाहिए
और जब कोई गाना गुना भी अच्छा होना चाहिए.
It's a difficult question. I mean, people live for all sorts of things. They live for ideas, they live for arts and science. But essentially they live for something that they have an emotional commitment with, something they belong to.
I will join government service. I must join government service. I would like to marry my boss's daughter, if I could. Don't ask me why.
No, I am not interested in marriage also, because that will be very difficult for me, no? I will be spending all the time with my wife.
शादी हो गई?
हो गई सर.
कब हुई?
12 साल हो गया.
वक्त तुम्हारी उम्र क्या थी?
8 साल.
कितनी बड़ी थी?
इतनी बड़ी थी सर.
कोई बात याद है शादी की?
नहीं है साहब. अच्छा खाने मिला था, मिठाई, अच्छा कपड़ा मिले थे.
कौन सिलेक्ट करेगा? ओह देखिए, अगर मुझे अच्छा लगा, दिख पड़ा, अच्छा पढ़ा लिखा है, नेचर अच्छा है, तो मैं भी कर सकूंगी. अगर मुझे भी कुछ उसके लिए फीलिंग्स हो गए तो. हिंदुस्तान का भविष्य तो वैसा आज मैं कैसे बता सकूंगी?
I don't think there's any future left for us. We have got only a big past to boast of.
As Kennedy put it, I think it's a question of not what the country can do for you as much as what you can do for the country. Of course, frustration is in fashion today. But I think deep within every Indian, despite all this frustration, we are underestimating him. He has a capacity to work. Let me put it this way, that if all the people in this country who didn't fancy their prospects in it were allowed to quit, I think I'll stay. Because it's something big. It's a huge experiment, and I would like to be part of it.